James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. It's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They're losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. It's been perfection so far. They come in here unbeaten at 14-0.
And just 2 wins away from doing something only 2 teams have ever done. But the most important thing for them now is to make it to the postseason in one piece.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Airing this one out for Evans. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Now in great shape to begin their initial possession. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jalen Smith, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 10. Makes it 3rd and 12.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. DeMarcus Lawrence, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. In trouble, and he's taken down. Devin White, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly...
It got his man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown.
A big play there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. So now the Cowboys will line up to go for the two-point conversion. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's caught, and it's 8-0.
And makes the score.
And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, and it's third and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Jalen Smith in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jalen Smith in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And that is incomplete.
Incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 28. A gain there of 30 big ones. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Down to the 25.
Play to the running back.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll drop the throw. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
At the 9-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll roll under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. The running play does not work from the 5 on 4th and goal. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they're doing something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone, so they could use something here on 3rd down. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And the big boy, dare I say, he showed some athleticism there.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know what else we saw on that play? Why they do more and more ball drills in practice. They want everyone proficient with catching the football and being comfortable, because you never know when a big play like this will happen for a big man.
That post-game locker room, does he get an extra drumstick?
He was going to get that anyway. He may get the whole spread now.
Yeah, put some gravy on there. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
At the 21-yard line.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Buccaneers
got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
And that is incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Yards to go.
Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Cowboys.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Airing this one out for Evans. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll look to throw here. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it.
Keeps the scores, Cowboys.
The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for it. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete to Scott Miller. A gain of 6 there on 1st. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw, and this is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Now, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Airing this one out for Evans. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. He'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. 2nd and 9 now. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He was brought
from the 26. They'll line up on 2nd and 4. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 12. 1st down, Dallas.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's 10. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance, as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
I'm impressed,
yeah,
aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now, to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll look to throw here on first down. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks and running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
And that's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now the second down throw on target. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you.
Way.
you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Back at the 32.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's...
And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on.
The Cowboys will line up.
Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Watch the slant, watch the slant, watch the slant. Line 35, line 35. Oh, here we go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This will be 3rd and 6. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field.
That's good.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. He'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Landry again the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones. And for a 2nd straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
35 to Mike. Check Mike, check Mike.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
28-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
It's fourth down.
They'll try and throw for it here. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaquille Barrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
second down and goal.
Second and long. Rolling to his right. He'll run it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look. Anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Their own 25-yard line.
The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Jones, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Fielded at the 33. A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
At at their own 46-yard line.
Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense. For him, what an accomplishment in this game, surpassing the 2,000-yard mark. And all the time we talk about these guys out wide like him that are so athletic and can do so many things, but take us a little deeper. How has he done it this year?
Well, you helped with this because when we sat down with him before the game and discussed his season, and you said to him, okay, I have a vision that you, similar to a pitcher, change up a lot of things, right? Different arm angles, different slots that a pitcher would do. You do that with your route running and all that. And I loved his response. He said, yeah, I do that. But one of his best friends is a world-ranked tennis player, and he talked about serves and how you change up, take pace off, do different things, and he incorporated that into his route running.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. This from 42 yards out. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just...
Under pressure, and down he goes.
The quarterback taken.
Someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. This time they stay on the ground. Got some room at the 30. And finally down at the 41-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville, where it was the visiting Jets were able to get the road victory. 20-13, the final score. From there, let's head up to Baltimore to check in on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Detroit Lions. 31-13 was the final. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Chicago Bears. A 3-touchdown differential in the end, 35-14, the final. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
The kickoff for Dallas.
The first half, no contest. What will the second half bring? As we are back and underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And some room to work. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. This This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Incomplete.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And now here come the Cowboys. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And this offense continues to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of...
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker.
No good. That keeps the score. Cowboys 62. Buccaneers 3.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2nd and 6. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Intended for.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
And 6 yards to go.
And he's got Miller. And all the way down to the 26. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
4-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
So the Cowboys now bringing the offense out there to go for two. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. The two-point conversion makes this lead even bigger.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Stephon Gilmore.
His throw incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases. Whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense. And he is just 1 reception away from 10 in this game. I don't know what they need to do defensively, but something has to be altered, does it not?
I know that whenever...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
The ball carrier.
4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
3rd and 4.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Still in search of their 1st touchdown. That complete to Lamar Miller. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 28. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Right back to him on first down. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator. When we clip out the box score, nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet. But they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need it? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Back to throw now on first down. A quick slant to Hill. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the Cowboys' 25-yard line.
A quick pass here to Godwin. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it with Jones. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Ronald Jones.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
the amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The pass.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
70.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
26-yard line.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
The pass.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
He may try and run for this. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd down. And 10 yards.
And that will be incomplete.
The pass.
You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Not much there, only a yard.
Tyreek Hill.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
At the 45-yard line.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
And these guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
The pass intercepted by the Cowboys.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
The quarterback sacked.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
And he's going to go down again.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 30, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. 97 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed it.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great lead, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
That's true. You've said that before. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
2nd and 6.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. when to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run, when to get rid of the football and not take the sack, when to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the...
pressure too much. Down he goes.
We've been to enough practices to recognize what we saw there. That was good coaching, right? Taking care of the football, protecting it, and making sure you don't give anything up. But boy, oh boy, that's hard for a lot of quarterbacks to give up on a play, isn't it?
Yeah, but he did the right thing, protect the football, because I think you saw what I saw. There was really nothing downfield.
And nothing downfield. If you try and force it, sometimes you turn a bad play into something way worse, and you can really hurt your team that way.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still second down.
And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back him up halfway.
Offense.
They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Get the snap off here. This is going to back him up halfway.
Offense.
They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back him up halfway.
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them. Remaining. We'll be back after this. toss. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here.
A toss play to the right.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's a gain of 11. And it's third down.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
The Bucs take over.
Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it now. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys? The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Down and 10.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Complete.